Hi, stamping friends. It's Marilyn here with Stamping Creations with Marilyn, coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada, on my regular Thursday night Facebook Live, sharing a project with you. So I will turn you down to my desk shortly to get started with that. But before I do that, I just want to mention a couple things. I really appreciate your comments on my live, my posts on my social media everywhere, and I would really appreciate it if you find me on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. We are working towards trying to get more and more subscriptions there so we can actually do lives from the YouTube channel as well, because Facebook has been hanging up on us every once in a while, and that's not nice for you, me, or anybody. So hello ladies, I see a number of names going by me there, so glad you can join me. Lori, I think I saw Linda, Bonnie, Gail. That's great, glad to have you here. So today in Spruce Grove we had some sunshine, which was really nice, and a bit cooler temperatures, but I did make a walk down the block to get the mail, and it was really nice to be outside just to enjoy the sunshine. So let me know where you're watching from. Hop on and say hi like some of you have, thank you. And a reminder that every person who comments, not every comment, but every person who comments gets their name put in my wheel of winning, which you will see at the end. And I do send the project I make that evening to the person next week. So if you come back, well, I need you to come back and watch, which I love and enjoy having you there. And I will need your address if you win the draw for the next week. So I have some new product to show you, and I have some gift packaging to show you today. And what else? Oh, at the end of it, of course, I do have a number of cards. Thank you again to everyone who has been sending me cards in the mail. I love getting mail, happy mail as we call it, and I want to share what I've got there. So while I get the camera turned around and pointed down to my desk, I'd like you to tell me, because we're all crafters and we're doing this wonderful crafting community, tell me what is the number one thing that you cannot do without in your crafting world, in your stamp room, and why. Like if it's your paper trimmer because it trims so neat, if you know, just what it is. I'd just love to hear. I have my favorites, and I'm not going to comment on them just yet, but I'm sure that throughout the night you'll figure that out. But I would love to hear what you guys think is your best tool to have in your crafting room. So bear with me now while I try the right buttons here and switch you to see the other side of my room. Turn the camera and hopefully get it closer to my desk so you can see what I'm going to show. Hello, Stacy. Good to see you. Again, thank you to everyone who has joined me, and please leave your comments. I see Karen, Sylvianne, Peggy. That's great. Love to have you here. So, like I say, please comment and please chat amongst yourselves. We like I say, are making a great community here, and we enjoy crafting with each other, whether it's just chatting back and forth here on Facebook Lives, or whether it is actually attending Zoom classes, which a number of us have, and more of us are having them, right, Bonnie? So that we can craft together whether COVID is around or not. So let me know how you're doing and where you're coming from. So you can see on my desk is Eden's Garden. This is a new set that is... those of us who are demonstrators can purchase it now, but it will be available to customers from November 2nd to January 3rd. And these are some projects that Stampin' Up has shared with us that they made with it. I do have one project to show you that I've made, but I'll just hold this so hopefully you can see it. Eden's Garden Bundle is a stamp set and dies, and those will be available in the new mini catalog. And if you do not have a demonstrator in Canada, I would love to be that person for you, and I can get a catalog to you as soon as they're hot off the press. So just let me know. Also in this suite right now, again, we as demonstrators, and you're always welcome to sign up as a demonstrator, No strings attached to that at all. And you could get it right away as well. But there is also some designer paper, which I will show you. There is some cotton paper, which we've never had before, and some garden gems, which mine are coming tomorrow, so I don't have those to show you. So right now, as a demonstrator, we can purchase what's called a collection for one number and one price. Otherwise, we could purchase individually as well. So I'll show you some of those pieces because they are gorgeous. This is the stamp set, Eden's Garden, and it has great fonts and words. Hello there, sending hugs, which is something we've been doing lots of, obviously, during this time when we can't hug, we can send hugs. It has a distinctive stamp here, which I did use today, and it's amazing how it doesn't look like it's going to stamp anywhere, and yet it turns out beautiful. And a bunch of different leaves, I guess that would be. So those are your stamps. Together with that is a set of dies that has 5 dies. But look at them. This is an edge border one. This one is more for putting a greeting in. Then there is a wreath that is almost a circle, oval. Actually 2 of them. And then another leaf image there. And I did not check it out to see if it would actually match one of the stamp sets, but could very well, because of course Stampin' Up is very good with doing that kind of thing. So any questions you have, please leave them in the comments. If I don't see them going by as we're doing this, I will certainly go back and read them later. And I know there's a number of you on there that are demonstrators. If you can answer the questions for people, please do so. And like I say, we'll continue with this great community. So here is the paper, and you can see that it is, or hopefully you can, it is the Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, and Gold, basically, the colors. And something I noticed today when I was going through it, that Stampin' Up did not put the colors on the back of it. And maybe that's because this is the time-limited special. It's only available during this promotion and not going to be in the catalog. So there is a little bit of gold in each one. Hello, Kathleen. This one is smaller pieces of gold. This one is almost like, they're not dandelions. I know we had them out on the farm and whatever growing up. I can't remember if there ever was a proper terminology, but we used to play with those blowing in the wind. Another one with lighter colors, but the soft succulent and the gold in it. This one, oh, it does too. As I look closer, and I'm not sure if you can see it, it has little tiny gold dots in it. So, and then this one is, wow, look at the gold there. And as usual, with Stampin' Up designer paper, it has 2 sides that we can use, and I'll just flip that over. And the back side of this paper is more subtle, I would call it. So you can see it's still the greens and the whites. That looks like a sweater. This one is the ombre. And just another pattern on that one again. I can see some beautiful things being done with that paper. So isn't it gorgeous? Love, love, love it. And then I have the cotton paper, which is something that we've never had. And other than explaining to you, it has 2 colors. It has the Evening Evergreen and the Soft Succulent. And again, I'll hold it up. You can maybe see a thickness, but it is almost tissue paper, like you would wrap tissue packages or use it in your gift bags. I've seen a couple people doing that online with their samples already. So that is another option there. You can also stamp on it. You can cut on it, and use it like you do the shimmer colors that we have now. And ta-da! This is the card that I made today. Don't remember the lady's name that I copied it from. Lynn somebody. But it is done with that border die. This is the stamp that I said was the distinctive. So this is stamped in the Evening Evergreen just once. But I love the way the layers are in it. And then I have put both of the Soft Succulent and Evening Evergreen ribbon on it. Hello there. Did not stamp much on the inside. Let's celebrate everything. And just a piece of the Soft Succulent there to show through. So some great designs happening already with that. So, okay, so looks like not much there. Thank you, Bonnie, for a beautiful card. Okay, today I would like to share with you some packaging. I started out thinking, okay, Halloween's coming. We need to know how to package things for Halloween gifts. And kind of led into, I've got a Christmas one done, and I'm going to do a spring, or, well, the peaches paper is what I'm going to do with it. But the packaging, I don't know if you zip past this page or if you've noticed it in the catalog, but it has many different types of packaging. And yes, you can see by my yellow marks that I have quite a few of them. So I will try and get through showing them to you eventually. The one tonight I'm going to work with is the acetate card box, which is a plastic, and I'll show you that more. There are some ombre gift bags. The mini jam jars I do not have. Acetate card boxes, which are square. Mini coffee cups, I do not have. The mini paper pumpkin boxes, so they're a little bit bigger, and those will hold our note cards. So you could do a gift pack of note cards and put them in that box. Then there's a gold Simply Classic treat box, scalloped craft treat boxes. Now, if you go back in my YouTube channel, there is a video, Facebook Live to YouTube, that I did quite some time ago with these. So it probably would have been around the beginning of this catalog, the beginning of June, and showed you how to decorate that box. Printed Gusset cellophane bags, which are taller, I'm going to say about, well, I guess I could read it, couldn't I? 9 inches. So they do hold quite a bit, as it shows there. And then cellophane bags here, which are a little bit bigger. So there are all kinds of packaging options with our Stampin' Up! Catalog. We just have to put a few things on them to make them look pretty. So let me show you what I'm going to work with. And as usual, you can see my host code if you're ordering with me. I'd appreciate you using that if your order is under $200. And if it's over $200, you get the rewards. So that is a good deal. Plus, I do have a loyalty program. It's on my website that you can read about it and gather your points. So, first of all, I will show you the acetate card boxes. There's 10 for $9.50 plus your shipping and that kind of thing, of course. But so it's a pretty good deal for packaging. I don't know about you, where you have for Halloween, but if you've only got a few, I would certainly use something like this. So they come flat. You can run them through an embossing folder, and depending on the embossing folder, of course, it's going to give you quite a unique look when it's done. So I would do, if you're going to do that, I would certainly do that before I open it up. So then it just basically, you open it and fold it on the folds. And the top and the bottom fold in. So it is scored, so it's not that difficult to put together. And you get the stray hairs off it. It's a great gift packaging. So I have a couple other ideas besides the candy thing that I'm going to show you here. So I have my gift box. I have punched out 2 of the daisies with the medium daisy punch. I've punched out some sprigs for decorations behind that. And I have cut out one of the tailor-made tags to put on it. I'm not going to stamp on it because I will use that to write on. I have a piece of designer paper that is 12 by 4 1/4. And I did the 4 1/4 because that's the width here. I'm going to score it at, as soon as I grab my scoreboard, my paper trimmer, I'm going to score it at 5 3/4, which is going to give me the full length. And to score, if you don't know, you want to use the light colored blade. How many of you have used the dark colored blade when you're trying to score? Not a good thing. And trust me, I have done it. And at 6 1/4 is the other score. And that's all you have to do. So that is going to give us a fold here, and I would definitely make sure that it's still going to line up evenly. And can you guess how this is going to work? And all you have to do then to give it, whoops, don't want that stuck on the back, to add some color to your packaging would be to just slide that in. And there you go. So that 12-inch piece, which is what our standard DSP comes as, will fit. And unfortunately, when you do something like this with the directional, it's only going to be straight on the one side. But then I would put, just because I happen to have this here, you can put all kinds of things in it, but I have Post-it notes that will fit. I have a Stampin' Up pen that will fit. Then I can close it up, and I can make that a gift for maybe my newest Stampin' Up demonstrator. I have the same paper cut at 12 by 2, and you can either, it's going to be a belly band just for interest's sake and for decoration. I'm going to end up with my tag on it. I'm going to end up with my decoration, and I have some gilded gems I'm going to put on it. So that's one option. One other one that I did, and I'll show you in a few minutes, I did this way, so just a little bit different. I know that sometimes we don't want to cover the whole inside. You want to be able to see what's inside. So you could do just the belly band and leave the thing showing through. So I will show you another use of that. But this one I'm going to do across. I'm going to use tear and tape because it is a belly band and it's going to be moving as you take it on and off. And once you figure out what you want to do with it, like for Halloween, the paper we had was only 6 by 6, so I don't have any of it left to work with, to test it, to see how you would use those pieces, but I'm sure you could come up with something. So I'm going to use this as my right side, and I'm not going to score where I want that because I want to just be able to fold it over and tack it where I want it, where I think it's correct. And again, as a lot of you have seen, if you don't want it too tight, Lillian taught us this trick where you can put your bone folder underneath the belly band. Then you can pull it tight, and it will still have enough room to move off and on. Okay, and really in this case you wouldn't have to because it opens up here. On my other one that I will show you, it did have to come off. So, pardon me, you could put baker's twine in there, or even better yet, I think would be the linen thread, because it's not quite as thick. Or ribbon, you can feed ribbon through these holes that cut out with this. But I do want to, even though I'm going to put the twine on there, I want to attach that, and that is where I'm going to write. So I'm not going to attach it just yet. When I do the daisies, I do like to gently curl the leaves, and I'm using Coastal Cabana paper because it matches my DSP. So those I'm going to put together with a glue dot. And if you haven't seen how a lot of us do this with the glue dots, we tie baker's twine around here to keep this from overruling everything. And obviously have a glue dot on the inside of there, just stuck my finger on it. Then I'm going to make my flower. And I think I'm going to put it right there. And I'm going to attach probably, maybe even both my leaves. As you can see, I do kind of create with me. I just keep going until I know they look something like deer antlers once in a while, but I noticed on the news tonight there was a picture someone had sent in about 2 deer with their horns locked. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, it's getting to be that time again, hey? And there I would probably just put a couple of dimensionals on so that it gives it a little more dimension, which I guess is what why they're called dimensionals. And so then after I would write on it, I would mount it like that, and that would be my gift. So again, comments on this post, whether it's on here or whether it's on my watching the replay or right now, I will put your name in a draw, which you will see shortly. For last week's prize, I'm using a gilded gem because I like these, and because I think they go perfectly with that daisy. Just a finishing touch. You certainly could stamp on it if you wanted, and then put your greeting on the inside, which would work as well. So there's no, had a couple classes in the last couple days, and the ladies they're such good students. But they're always, well, did you use dimensionals? Did you use glue dots? What did you use? Whatever. Did you do it this way, this way? And my standard comment, as most of them will attest to, is it's your card. You do it the way you think you'd like it. And they all turn out beautiful. And I really do appreciate you trying different things. So the other one I did is this one. And I didn't do it quite as tight because I know I have to take it off. I used the holiday paper, trimming the tree, I believe it's called. Heartwarming hugs. Guess it looks like a trim tree to me. I did cut out some of the candy from the gingerbread paper, and these are cut out of the gingerbread paper. So this is another idea that you don't have to have the stamp set, the paper, the dies. You can do other things with them. So paper snips work really well for doing this kind of thing, especially when they're bigger. So in this one, again, I used the other side of that paper, and I have some of my Halloween treats in it. And of course, they could be Christmas treats too, but they do fit. The only one that didn't fit was I had a, I don't know where it is, and honest, I didn't eat it. I had, oh, here it is, a coffee crisp, and it's just a little bit thick to go in there, so it's in this other bag. That's another packaging that I'm going to be sharing eventually. So that is another idea for Christmas things. You could also put, I'm going to say probably could get 4 cards and envelopes in those, as long as they didn't have too many embellishments on them. So another great gift kind of idea. And this one I received last year from a downline and friend of mine. And I went to check our mailbox in the front one day, and lo and behold, here's a sticker with my name and this card in it. And I thought, what a fantastic idea for these cards that are bulkier. But isn't that a gorgeous card? And this set is still available. The embossing folder is not. And I'm not sure about the greenery, but there's other greeneries we could use. But it looks like, and we didn't have the pearl paper well, maybe we did. It looks like pearl paper to me, pearlized paper. But it is definitely the poinsettia flower die cut. And I do have that one. I'm going to be doing more with it. So let me know what your favorite would be, and what other ideas you have for what could go in these containers. They are, obviously, what did I say? I did that 1/2 inch thick. So you can see that. And I'm sure there are hair barrettes, elastics, that kind of thing that would work well in it. So now, to continue, I'm going to show you some more show and tell things. These are some cards we made in a card class this week, with the designer paper doing most of the work. This one is to show you the cork paper. This one, I've got 2, same paper, just flipped differently, and I just wanted to show you how different they look when you do that. I like them both, and I will use them as birthday cards, but they're a neat fold up, and they do go in the envelope. And then my Happy Mail, a thank you I received from, just a minute, Bev. Thank you, Bev. Gift cards, socks, yeah, good ideas, ladies, good ideas. More of the daisy. This is the larger one, and I don't have that set, but that is a obviously a circle set, and she's actually, as I touch it now, she's embossed it with white embossing. A thank you card made with the current leaf set that's in the mini catalog, and if I hold it close enough, you should be able to see that the wood grain embossing folder is on it. So a beautiful, beautiful card there. A Halloween card, obviously, with a little bat and a boo, and this one has a joke inside it. I'm going to read to you. May your Halloween be a good old night full of fun and thrills and heaps of delight. And then the little joke is, or riddle, what does the pumpkin pie say after Thanksgiving? And the answer is, that was filling. So isn't that cute? Another fall one, and this also has the cork shown as one of the pumpkins. So beautiful, beautiful card. If friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you. Love it. Love the color choices. And that, pardon me, that one's from Nancy. This one is from Sharon. And this one, I think I saw you on there, Diana. I thank you again for this one. The envelope, gorgeous, matched. And it is a card with shimmer paper, die cut. You can see it's got a a background layer as well as the white. And when it comes off, that's another belly band. It is a fancy fold inside. And I was talking to Diana about this, and she said it really doesn't take that long. Once you get everything cut, it's not too bad to put together, but really, really like that one, Diana. So I thank you for that. So that's my sharing. And now, before we sign off, I do have to make a draw for this card that we did last week. So I'm going to take my Wheel of Winning that I have set up with all the names. I can show you here. You can also see a reflection of the light, but that's okay. So all these people commented last week. I really appreciate your comments. And like I said earlier, if you can go on over to my YouTube channel and subscribe, I would really appreciate that, as we're trying to build up the community there, because Facebook did have an issue shut down here for a few hours one day, and it was kind of scary to those of us who use it constantly. So we'd like to have a couple choices, and one of them might be YouTube. So I'm going to hit the button, and we'll see who wins the pink birthday card. Susanna B. So please message me your mailing address, and I will get that off to you. So thanks again, folks, for joining me. I will be back next week, barring anything unforeseen, and carry on having fun with your crafting. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns, anything you'd like me to do to show you. I can probably find out how to do it somewhere along the line. So take care now. Bye.